What's up, everyone?
Good morning, everyone. Morning, Victor. Welcome to our pre-draft media availability with Victor Wembanyama. As I mentioned previously, quick housekeeping. Please have your mobile phones, of which I see a few, on silent mode. If you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand and wait for the microphone to be passed to you. If you can state your company name, your first name and your company name. We'll start off in English for the first 10 minutes or so, and then we'll switch to French. Bienvenue tout le monde à notre conférence de presse avec Victor Wembanyama. Si vous voulez souhaiter poser une question, merci de lever votre main et attendre le microphone qu'on va vous passer. Merci de citer votre nom et votre nom d'affiliation. On va commencer en anglais, on va faire une dizaine de minutes en anglais, puis on va basculer en français. Voilà. Donc avec ça, with that, I think we'll take the first question. Here at the front.
Victor, Zach Gelb, CBS Sports Radio. Hakeem Olajuwon and Kevin Durant have both won an NBA MVP and then 2 Finals MVPs. Recently, Chris Broussard said that if you did go on to have a career like that, it would be viewed as a disappointment with the hype surrounding you. When you hear something like that, do you even think that the hype has just gone a little bit too far surrounding you in the NBA?
No. You know, I don't let all this stuff get into my head because I got such high expectations for myself that I'm immune to all this stuff. So no, I really don't care.
Next question, far right, Mark.
Mark Spears, ESPN's Landscape. Victor, where's your fatigue level right at this point, and do you even anticipate playing in any summer league games, especially with the French games coming up as well?
You know, ever since my season ended, like a week ago, I've been staying in shape. You know, I've been lifting pretty much every day except the day I traveled from Paris to New York. I was lifting this morning with my coach. I'm in shape. You know, I'm not too tired. Actually, I was pretty much in the best shape of the season during the playoffs, and I'm going to be playing in summer league.
Question here, on the left, second row.
Victor, Dan Wyke with the Los Angeles Times. When did this process, getting ready to be an NBA player, when did it start for you? At what age did you start putting time and energy into this? And what does it feel like to be 24 hours, 36 hours or so away from hearing your name and getting it started?
You know, ever since I knew about the draft, exactly how it worked, I wanted to be first. And, yeah, I think I started to realize I could be a professional basketball player at the age of probably 12. And, yeah, it's just tomorrow something is going to happen that something that I've been thinking for years and years. So I can't really describe how I feel right now, but I just know I'm going to have trouble sleeping tonight for sure. And yeah, I just feel really, really lucky, you know, to be able to live this life, you know. This setting, the organization and everything is just, I'm just so lucky.
Next question is at the front here on the left.
Stephan Bondi from the New York Daily News. You've had a few days in New York City. I was wondering your impressions of New York and what has been your favorite thing to do here and what maybe least favorite thing about the city.
You know, I haven't been really able to just walk in the city, you know, because there's always a lot of people outside the hotel and stuff, so it's hard for me. But yeah, pretty much the only thing I did was take the subway and go to the Yankees game. That was so much fun. But I just know I love the city. I'm probably gonna try to sneak out at night at some point. Because I really want to see that city, you know. I want to walk to Times Square and stuff. But yeah, I haven't really seen anything yet, so I'm hungry. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This question, front row on the right.
Victor, Mike Finger from the San Antonio Express News. The team that might select you tomorrow has had superstars that haven't necessarily enjoyed attention, kind of been low profile. Why do you seem to enjoy the spotlight so much? Is that something that you're just used to, or can you talk about that?
You know, I'm trying to be the best. So being the best, it's not only on the court. You know, there's whole dimensions of in the job of a basketball player, of an NBA player, and I want to be the best also at the media, the press conference, and all this stuff. So it's you know, I don't like to do things halfway. So I'm trying to enjoy it, and I enjoy it.
Don Harris, WOAI, NBC San Antonio. Welcome to San Antonio, Victor. Not yet, but
Not here yet, but yeah, thank you.
I've seen your impressions of San Antonio on your tweets, your impressions of San Antonio fans. Can you talk a little about what, growing up a Tony Parker fan, your impressions of San Antonio fans, and are you ready for what's coming on Friday when you arrive?
You know, for me, San Antonio is synonym of winning, and it's when on lottery night, you know, when the Spurs got the #1 pick, I was just thinking I was feeling lucky that they got the pick as a franchise that has that culture and that experience in winning and in creating good players, you know. So I really can't wait.
Stay at the front.
Tanya Ganguly, New York Times. I know that the season that you just finished was very important to you, but you've had this dream for so long. Was it difficult not to compartmentalize those and not think about it?
No, not difficult, you know. This year was a really special year for me. It was my last year in France, but also I was playing in a team that was second of the league for the whole season, and I had never had this kind of responsibility in my life on the basketball court. So, you know, it was I had to push a lot of guys up and try to make them good as much as possible. So I really have neither the time or energy to think about all the stuff on the side, you know, because I got a lot of people around me helping me, so they were taking care of all this stuff, you know. Once the season ended, I started thinking a lot about the draft and the New York and stuff. So, but before that, my mind was 100% on the season. Oh yeah, you know, it's I think there's something the America doesn't realize is that back in Europe, young players, they don't have the opportunity to learn this kind of responsibility compared to the players that play in high school and college, because back there, I've always been the youngest guy, like way younger than everyone. So sometimes I've even played. I mean, when I was 15, I played against guys who were like 21. So I've always been the very youngest of the team, and only this year I had the opportunity to learn to know this kind of responsibility, and it is the best thing I learned in my career so far.
Hi, Victor. Killian Johnson, Sports Illustrated Kids. Growing up, did you ever think that you'd be this type of an NBA draft prospect? And what would you now tell your younger self that you're here?
Yeah, I've always had this ambition, and as I said before, ever since I knew what the draft was, I wanted to be first. And I don't remember seeing a future Victor coming and telling me anything. So if I had the chance to talk to my younger self, I wouldn't say anything, because I wanna disturb how it went. You know, if I had to do it again, I'd do it exactly the same. So I wouldn't say anything to younger Vic.
Next question is here, Victor, on the left.
Morten Jensen, Radio 4 Denmark. With the championship experience of Nikola Jokic and Giannis Antetokounmpo, obviously European as well, how much more fuel to the fire does that add to you?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Just in terms of championship expectations, given the Nikola Jokic and Giannis Antetokounmpo winning championships over the past few years, how much more fuel to your fire does that add?
You know, I think it makes sense that Europeans and foreign players are coming up in the NBA at the top, because as I said before, Europeans, they don't get this type of responsibility in Europe, but at the same time they play at a higher level than American prospects in better competitions. So I think it makes sense that the players that are coming up on top are the ones who get the best out of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think this is something that Giannis and Jokic enjoy in their career, and they had the chance to do. So it makes sense to me, and it, I'm already confident, but it's also comforting to see people from Europe do this kind of stuff.
This question, Victor, in the middle here on the left.
How you doing, Rashad Phillips of Bally Sports? Welcome. So I'm really good friends with trainer Tim Martin. Tim Martin sent me some film of you when you were like 13 years old, and I'm big on watching film. And he told me to keep it a secret. So I watched the film, and when I texted him back, I said, this guy is the new evolution of basketball. And you won't be a secret for long. This was about 6-7 years ago. I look at you as a hybrid post, and I've watched a lot of your training videos. Your ability to play off the ball, to play on the perimeter, is kind of the new NBA. Tell us a little bit about why you look to play that way and train that way so you can fit in the NBA, because a lot of people are saying, well, he won't be able to handle the physicality. But today's NBA isn't about physicality. It's about skill, and you have tons of it at your size. So, again, how do you feel about that?
That was a long question. Well, you saw me play at 13. I played the same way, didn't I? I played the same, right? I played in the same play. I had the same play style. I've been playing like that, and it's just, honestly, I'm just trying to be myself. You said I'm a hybrid. It's just, I'm myself. No one is going to stop me from dribbling the ball and getting the ball up and shooting threes. Nobody is going to stop me from doing that. Even though sometimes coaches in my career, they try to stop me from doing that because they had to win right now. But so it was really an everyday fight to stay true to myself. And this is something I'm never going to lose, for sure.
We'll just take the last question in English for now, at least. This gentleman on the left.
Victor, Jake Fisher with Yahoo Sports. You took to Twitter to say that your teammate Bilal Coulibaly should be maybe even a top 5 pick in this draft. Can you give us a little bit more of your scattering report on him? And also, there's been some talk that maybe San Antonio might be looking to trade up to get another lottery selection, maybe to take him. What would it mean to be teammates with him at this stage?
I don't know if you know, but I was teammates with Bilal when we were 13 years old, actually. We won the national championship together. Being a teammate with him again would be great. Just one of the best stars for his career and for mine. But about the scouting report on Bilal, let me tell you something. The NBA didn't believe his measurements, because he's actually 6'8", 7'3" wingspan, and often players, they cheat on the measurements, and so, but we don't do that in France. So probably he looked small compared to me, but he's not actually. And let me tell you, some people were shocked when they came to my team and did the measurements, and he's just so, he can be just so valuable to a team. I'm sure of it. His mix of agility, athleticism, skills, speed, shooting, defense. He can guard 4 positions out of 5, and he can play multiple positions on offense. He's just so complete as a player, and he plays at a level. This year he played and he performed against competition which is light years away from what other prospects do. I mean, our pro league we played in is light years away from many prospects in that draft class. So yeah, I believe he's top 5.
Thanks, Victor. On va passer en français. Première question à gauche ici.
En français?
Bonjour, je m'appelle Jérémy et toi?
Victor.
Ça va?
Ça va et toi?
Ça va bien. All right, I'm gonna go back to England though, cause I ain't got no French like that.
Yeah.
I remember 2018-year-old Victor. What's the difference now?
What's the difference? You know, a couple inches taller, some pounds heavier, way more experienced. You know, I think, but the same mentality.
Second row in the center here in the green. Get a microphone. Here we go.
Bonjour, Lionel Gendron, RTL M6. Parmi les très nombreux compliments qui sont faits sur vous, il y a le fait que vous pouvez changer ou en tout cas faire évoluer le jeu en NBA. Est-ce que vous pouvez faire ça?
Écoutez, avant de changer le jeu NBA, le but c'est déjà pour moi de m'accomplir en tant que personne et en tant que joueur. Et le reste viendra en fait. Avec le travail, les résultats viendront d'eux-mêmes. L'influence sur les autres, je pense que tant qu'on a une bonne attitude envers soi-même, on peut rayonner positivement sur les autres.
Antoine Mancharel, Canal Plus Afrique. Victor, tu auras 20 ans en janvier. Donc techniquement, tu es un ado, un teenager, comme on dit ici. Oui. Mais tu es déjà une inspiration pour la jeunesse et ça va prendre une amplitude démesurée là, dans quelques temps. Est-ce que c'est une responsabilité à laquelle tu penses et est-ce que tu t'y prépares?
C'est en effet une responsabilité, mais quelque chose qui me rassure, c'est que j'ai rien à cacher et je sais que je suis une bonne personne. Donc l'influence sur la jeunesse notamment, elle peut que être bonne à moins que je fasse des conneries en fait. Et ouais, mais au-delà d'être une responsabilité, c'est une envie de ma part d'influencer positivement le monde, ouais, notamment la jeunesse.
Thomas Urbain, l'AFP. Qu'est-ce qui, à ton avis, tu parlais de Coulibaly tout à l'heure, qu'est-ce qui fait que la France arrive à sortir et à amener autant de joueurs en NBA, à ton avis?
Pour moi, c'est le talent pur des individus, en fait. Et personnellement, j'ai eu la chance d'être très tôt dans un club comme Nanterre, dans le club de Nanterre, qui m'a proposé un accompagnement extrêmement personnalisé et voilà, qui a pris un grand soin de moi. Et c'était moi et ma chance d'être tombé sur Nanterre parce que tous les clubs sont pas comme ça. Et on le voit bien avec Bilal, c'est que un prospect comme Bilal, il aurait dû se développer déjà en professionnel il y a des années en fait. Mais c'est pas pareil dans tous les clubs. Et qu'est-ce que je veux dire? Je pense qu'il y a beaucoup de choses à faire pour l'accompagnement des jeunes.
On va passer derrière, juste au fond là. Pardon.
Bonjour Victor, Arnaud Valadon RMC. Comment tu décrirais ton premier contact avec les États-Unis, les fans? Voilà, est-ce que tu sens clairement qu'il y a eu une excitation, peut-être pas la même qu'en France ou bien la même? Voilà, comment tu décrirais ça?
C'est décuplé par rapport à la France. Franchement, l'engouement est incroyable. Et ça donne envie de faire des bonnes choses pour faire plaisir à tous ces gens qui croient en moi et qui donnent vraiment de l'amour, en fait. C'est incroyable. Je savais pas qu'il y avait autant de Français ici. Sorry, private joke.
Salut Victor, Rémi de Beansport, j'espère que tout va bien. Je suis désolé, je sais que tout le monde est hyper concentré, toi le premier sur demain soir et c'est bien normal, mais je vais être hyper pragmatique. Tu as commencé la conf de presse en disant que tu jouerais la Summer League cet été, donc je voulais savoir si tu pouvais développer un petit peu ça, s'il te plaît, si tu avais plus d'infos. Et si tu pouvais déjà nous parler, de projeter un petit peu sur ce qu'il y a après, c'est-à-dire la Coupe du Monde qui nous intéresse, nous petits Français que nous sommes.
Alors, oui, en effet, je jouerai la Summer League. Sûrement pas tous les matchs parce qu'il y avait quelque chose avant, j'avais une longue saison avant et il y a quelque chose après. Mais voilà, pour ce qui est je suis sûr que je jouerai la Summer League. Pour ce qui est du nombre de matchs, il faudra voir faudra que je joue avec ma future franchise, quoi. La Coupe du Monde, ça commence quand? 25 août. Ok, bon, ça va, il y a le temps. Il y a le temps entre la Summer League et la Coupe du Monde. Bah écoutez, ouais, moi c'est toujours ma volonté de faire la Coupe du Monde. Voilà. J'attends de me mettre d'accord avec ma franchise.
Bonjour Victor, Clément Repelin pour Canal+ France. Est-ce que des fois vous vous dites pas c'est trop ce qu'il y a autour de moi, tout cet engouement? Est-ce que ça pèse pas un petit peu?
Non. Même si c'est impressionnant parfois, je m'attends à avoir ce genre de réaction, ce genre de résultat parce que il y a le travail derrière, tout simplement. Mais non, c'est pas trop. Ça fait partie du job.
Ok, on va prendre une dernière question là devant Antoine.
Ça va être une draft historique pour les Français, même après toi, en fait, certainement. Est-ce que, quelque part, on t'a vu beaucoup encourager pour Bilal, pour Ryan. Est-ce que tu te considères un petit peu comme un leader de cette génération-là aussi?
Oh non, pas vraiment. Déjà, j'ai pas passé beaucoup de temps avec cette génération parce que même pour les équipes de France, j'ai pas souvent été avec les gars de mon âge. Mais en tout cas, Ryan et Bilal, c'est deux gars que je connais depuis très longtemps et c'est deux amis à moi. Donc, si je peux participer à la réussite, je le ferai comme il le ferait pour moi.
On va terminer, Yann, au fond là à droite.
Salut, Yann Onona, journal L'Équipe. Victor, est-ce que tu peux nous raconter notamment la journée d'hier, donc un peu le métro et puis le stade des Yankees, et puis nous faire le compte rendu de ton lancer aussi, s'il te plaît.
Alors la journée d'hier, bon bah on a pris le métro pour aller au stade des Yankees, au Yankee Stadium. Expérience agréable, le métro. Bon, il y avait une grosse sécurité, etc. Mais c'est pas comme le métro parisien. Hein. Franchement, c'est plus confortable. Je l'ai dit, dans le métro parisien, je peux pas me tenir debout. Alors que là, c'était bien. Les gens dans le métro étaient sympas, bienveillants, même s'ils étaient un peu fous par moments. Mais ensuite, on est arrivé au Yankee Stadium. Voilà, toujours aux États-Unis, je ressens vraiment cet amour que les gens et les fans ont pour les sportifs, les athlètes. Et franchement, c'était super. J'étais super bien accueilli. Voilà quoi. Bon, j'ai ce premier lancer. Je m'étais entraîné rapidement. Je m'étais échauffé rapidement avant, et c'était pas mal. J'arrivais bien à lancer la balle, mais ensuite, voilà quoi. C'était plus loin en fait. La base était plus loin que ce à quoi je m'étais entraîné avant. Du coup, voilà. Je pense que j'ai essayé de tirer trop fort. Du coup, j'ai manqué de précision.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. The continual availability will be downstairs, one floor down. Thank you.